Okay, so today in this video, we're going to look at how you can evidence your learning in math this year. So, as we're familiar with at this stage, all our learning in math lives on our unit Google slide. On the penultimate slide, the second last slide, contains a grid with all of the learning engagements for this unit. Now, the ones highlighted in yellow are the ones that we probably have worked on thus far. This one in orange here is an example of an activity that you may have worked on. So let's demonstrate how we can start to gather our learning. And I'll do this by finding a student's folder. I'll dive into 602's math folder. So you will all have your own respective math folders on your Google Drive. In that folder lives a couple of things. I think this is Tarun's folder. Yes, it is. So many of you, if not all of you, have now made a folder, named it 1.rational numbers and math facts. Maybe Tarun wants to rename this and give math a capital N, fact a capital F, because it's the title of this page, of this folder. Now in that folder then, you will find Learning Evidence Board. So when you open that Learning Evidence Board, it should be blank right now. So this is where you're going to start to save the evidence of the learning you worked on. One of the activities we worked on here in our earlier lesson was knowledge and progressing, and it was place value questions 1. When you work through that activity, by the time you finish question 10, it should give you a summary of your results. Now, depending whether you have a MacBook or a computer or a laptop, you are going to want to take a screenshot or an image grab of this results page. So I am working on a laptop or a desktop right now, so I'm going to do the print screen option, and I'm going to save that. Now, I'm also going to assume I'm through, and I'm going to create a new folder, and I'm going to call it after the name of the activity. The activity I was working on was called Place Values Questions 1. So I might just copy that, make my life a bit easier. Paste without formatting. And I'm also now going to highlight, I'm going to type that text into my evidence board. I'm going to name the new folder Place Value Questions 1. So I'm going to do that again. Create folder, place value questions 1. And in that folder, which is empty, I'm going to create a new Google Doc. Why am I creating a Google Doc? Well, I'm creating a Google Doc, and I'm going to name it the same again. I'm going to name it place value questions 1. The name got mixed up a little there. And I am going to I'm going to create a Google Doc because it's an excellent way to host an image grab. I'm going to paste my image in there, my evidence in there, Control. I'm going to have to do that again because I've lost my initial copy. So I'm going to do my print screen again, and I'm going to paste it down here now into the doc. Okay, perfect. So here is the evidence of my learning. Now the next step is I'm going to share this doc. I'll copy the link to this doc. I can do this two ways. I can get the link in here by going to the share icon, copy link. The other easier way, I can just grab the link at the top and make sure I copy. Either way works fine. I go back to my actual evidence board, highlight the text, right click, and then click on link. When I insert the link, I paste it in there and press apply. Click on apply. And voila. Now what I have is I have some evidence of my learning. Now admittedly, this is a knowledge activity in the progressing category. So I'm looking forward to gathering more evidence of my other activities. Here's a learning engagement called Place Value Numbers at Any Size that was worked on in Mathletics. You may need to take another screen grab, create a new folder, and maybe even a doc in there to copy and paste. Here's an activity in quizzes. Here's another activity called Write On. And this one was accomplished. So now gather the evidences in the appropriate places. start to build evidence on your learning grid. Okay? So that's how we gather evidence, and hopefully at the end of the unit you can prove to your teacher and to yourself of where you are in knowledge, where you are in application, how far along you are in communication, and how far along you are in thinking and problem solving. We're striving to get to the exemplary. Uh, if you are only somewhere between progressing and accomplished, so be it. But we now will be able to manage our learning with awareness and be able to share our evidence quite clearly. So hopefully that helps. And if you need extra help with this, we will help each other, and your teachers will give you the guidance you need.